Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage, Cory Michaelis.
So glad to be here, Seattle. Seattle, I just turned 30 in June. Of 2010. And I do not want to be young again. Like, I don't want to be in my 20s again. Do we have people in their 20s in the crowd? Anybody in their 20s? Shut up. That's how I feel. Good God. I do want people to care about my birthday again. It's been a while. You know what I mean? Nobody cares when you're 37. You know what I mean? This year I got 2 birthday cards, and one was from State Farm Insurance. I don't think that counts. Happy birthday, Corky. Well, it's fucking Cory, but thanks for trying, State Farm. Have you considered life insurance? Well, now, yeah. 37, nobody cares. One lady I work with, super excited, but she gets excited about everybody's birthday, so it doesn't even feel special, you know what I mean? She's just like, oh my God, Cory, it's your birthday. Why didn't you tell me it was your birthday? Well, because I don't like to speak to you, Kathy. That's why. You knit mittens and eat baby carrots at staff meetings. I don't think we're gonna be friends, right? She goes, well, you should have told me, because my birthday's in June, too. What are the odds? Fucking 1 in 12, I think, right? Better than the odds of us talking again, that's for sure. I turned 37 in June, and my parents had their 37th wedding anniversary 6 months earlier, in January. And I just figured that shit out this year. I was like, whoa, wait a second. Because I didn't come prematurely, right? Apparently, my dad did. And he's a preemie, and then I was born right on time. So that worked out. I should tell you this. I should have opened with it. I have a creepy confession. It's really creepy. The other night, I went online and bought my fiance. And that's it. She'll be here in a couple days from the Ukraine, and I'm super excited, you guys. Amazon primed her, free shipping, you know what I mean? Like, that's... I think Anastasia and I are gonna have a good life. I'm really excited about it, you guys. After a show recently, a lady was like, that's super shitty to Ukrainian women. And I was like, oh, that's not what I'm trying to do. So I did a bunch of research, and it turns out it's a fucking joke. A joke about empowered Ukrainian women who take advantage of pathetic American men. So, perfect, right? Also, it's not true. I'm single. I'm single because I married my high school sweetheart, and she didn't. It's fine. I still use her mom's Safeway Club card to get discounted gas, so I think I fucking win, right? Would you like 40 cents off today, Mrs. Davis? Yeah, I would actually. She owes me some money. Being single is crazy. We tried really hard, her and I, we tried hard. We're still good friends, just not on Facebook, right? She immediately unfriended me, right? And then changed her profile picture to the prettiest picture of her ever. All Instagram filtered. I was like, really, Valencia? You look orange, right? And 2 can play at that game, right? So I just changed my profile picture to the most hideous picture of her ever. I think I fucking win round 1, right? I'm in the lead. In this divorce, 1-0. She was very supportive of comedy. I was very sweet to her. Here's the thing I would do. Every Valentine's Day, I'd buy those Valentine's Day cards with like cartoon characters on them at the grocery store. And I'd come like 50 in a pack or whatever. And I'd write a note on all 50 of them and hide them around the house, right? So she'd find them for months and months. Guys, you can use that with, well, probably the next girl, not this one. She's gonna be like, that's the fucking comedian's idea. You don't get credit for that. that's what I did. It's very sweet, I agree. Very sweet. Also super fun to know that now her new boyfriend is finding that shit. And I know they're gonna run out, but I have a key to the place. I'm gonna fucking hide more. I don't care. Next time he clogs the toilet, he lifts the plunger like, God damn it. Cory still loves you. Been dating. It's cool, I guess, or whatever. I like being single, because now that I'm single, I gotta try out a lot of new things, like dudes, right, buddy? Oh, all right. No, all right. Too good for me. I've only been dating ladies, I think. I didn't check them all, you know. Only vagine, I think. I don't know, for sure. Dating younger girls, which is a bad move. Not a good idea. Because all my friends are like, it's much different now. Isn't it different? I'm like, you mean than the one time I got asked to Sadie Hawkins in freshman year? Yeah. It's a lot fucking different than that. I got asked once to a dance in high school, and she asked me to go Dutch, and I didn't know what that meant. I was like, sure, I'll wear wooden shoes and fart in your face at the end of the night. Like, you want to go to a windmill? I don't even know what Dutch means. What are we doing tonight? Now the girls are saying crazy things on dates that I don't understand. I took a girl out once recently, and 2 minutes in, she goes, oh shit. I forgot to take a picture of your license plate and text it to my parents. I'm sorry, for what? She goes, you know, just in case I go missing. We met through friends, not on Craigslist, right? Like, I work with your mom, Kathy. Like, I don't understand why you're so nervous. She goes, I probably shouldn't have told you this. I was like, no, you should definitely tell the guy you're gonna do that, because if you don't tell the guy you're gonna do that, you're still going missing. Take a picture now, text your parents, I don't care. And she goes, are you sure? Isn't this kind of weirding you out? And I was like, no, this isn't my car. Oh my God. You thought I was gonna kidnap you in my car? Oh, no. I'm not an idiot. You're a keeper. Get in the trunk. Watch out for the guys clapping to that joke. That's a bad. It's a great idea. That girl did not want to sleep with me. This is what she said. She goes, you're too old. And I was like, you didn't have to give a reason. You know what I mean? Like, I hadn't even brought it up yet. This is what she said. She goes, let's not have sex now. Let's wait till we're closer in age. Well, good news, dummy. This is as close as we get. That's how age works. She goes, I don't mean that. I just mean, like, I don't believe in premarital sex. And I was like, oh, I've already been married. This is postmarital sex. That's fine, right? Can we do that? No? The dating's creepy. All the apps. I've tried them all. Tinder, Bumble, Airbnb. Just trying to get something to work. I had to delete Tinder and Bumble from my phone because I was addicted just all day long. Like, nope, yeah. I had to delete it from my phone. Now I just do it in real life. I just go up to girls like, nope, I'm not. Tap them 2 times like, hey, show me more outfits. What do you got in a romper? I like rompers. Hard to get off, but I like them. Yeah. Married people? Do we have married people in the crowd? I don't want to leave you out. Married folks? Right, we got married people. You guys are married? Cool. To each other? Yeah. You gotta check. You don't want that TV show Cheaters busting in and ruining the goddamn show, you know? Like they ruined my 5th birthday. It was an awkward Chuck E. Cheese. How long have you been married?
Like a year.
Oh, wow. What's the secret?
Yeah.
A year? You guys are almost done. That's cute. Congratulations. Or whatever people are supposed to say. I don't know. Do you have people married for a while? Anybody been married for like 30 plus years? Is that a thing in the room? Yeah, fuck them. I hate them too. Yeah, that's the word. 10. Doesn't count. That's not what I want. My parents have been together 37 years. That's what I said. I'm always asking what the secret is to people that have been married for a long time. Because I always want to know. Best answer that I ever got to what's a secret was from a couple that had been married for 40 years. That's a long time. 40 years, the dude looked me dead in the eye and goes, "Neither one of us wanted custody of the kids." That's a good secret. Tell some people that secret, you know, spread that one around. No kids for the ex and I. We didn't have any kids. Considered adoption. She wanted to adopt babies from Africa. And I was like, I do not want to do that. Not interested. And she goes, why not? I was like, well, because when people see our family in public, I don't think their first thought is going to be, oh, I bet they adopted those babies from Africa. They're just going to think you banged a black guy and then I stuck around to take care of his triplets. Like, that's not good. Come on, Jamar, Jamal, Jamichael, let's go. Can't I at least change their names? No? Okay. Oh, a bunch of white people didn't like that? Oh, interesting. Maybe I should double down? No, I'll do it more later. No kids. The irony of not having any kids is right now I live with a 4-year-old girl. Not just me and her, I should point that out. It's important. Some mix up at Craigslist. Like, well, you're still paying half the rent, I don't care. I rent my home out to a couple. They have a 4-year-old daughter. We share the home together. She's very sweet. My name is Cory. She calls me Coey, right? Because she can't say her R's, because she's an idiot. She's got a small brain, and she's kind of retarded and doesn't know how to do normal things. You guys are laughing at her. That's rude. I'm telling on you. Faux show. She's very sweet. Always asks questions from me. Coey, do you have a girlfriend? No, I don't have a girlfriend. Because I don't want one. Which is what you tell people when you can't fucking get one, right? She was super confused last week. She was like, Coey, if you don't have a girlfriend, then why did I see you get into the shower with a girl? Well, that's a great question, because she was dirty. That's why. She's a dirty girl and I had to clean her privates. I feel like they're gonna take my home away. Well, if you didn't like that one, you're gonna hate this one. She often has secrets for me, that's what she says. Coey, I have a secret for you. The other day, her parents were in the room. I leaned down and she goes, what were you doing to that girl in the driveway? Well, that's not a secret, that's a question. Actually, it is a secret. Your parents are there. Shut your fucking mouth, right? Also, I doubt you know what fingering is, so... You guys know a finger in Seattle? Why not? It's very, very fun. It's time to do it. All right. The dating is really creepy now. A lot of creepiness around. I mean, not just because I have a 4-year-old in my house, but for lots of other reasons. We're meeting on our phones. Not a great way to meet dudes. We're dumb. We just send out dick pics willy-nilly. Like, you can have one and you can have one. And everybody, check under your seat. There's a picture of my dick if you're lucky. Unsolicited. That's craziness, dudes. What are you doing? Guys are sending them unsolicited. Just like, I've known her 4 minutes. I think I'm going to send my dick. Like, that's good. Girls don't want them that way. Sometimes they want them, but not like that. There'll never be ambiguity. Guys, if you ever have to ask yourself the question, does she want a picture of my penis right now? The answer is fucking no, every time. Every time. There are young girls in this room right now with unread Facebook messages because they know it's probably a picture of a penis, right? They see the paperclip, they know he didn't attach a Word document, right? Like, maybe he typed me up a poem, Also, unsolicited poem? Ugh, that's way grosser than an unsolicited picture of a penis. Some dude you didn't know sent you a poem out of the blue? You'd be send your dick next time, you weirdo. Gross. Maybe type the poem on it, but don't just send. You're weird. Here's what a girl said to me recently. She goes, Cory, if you send me an unsolicited picture of your penis, I immediately group text it to all of my girlfriends. Really? Wow. That sounds like an extremely efficient way for me to send dick pics. Oh my God. You're gonna be my middleman? Oh yeah, I'll Photoshop my face in the picture, just like. These go together, you know what I mean? I probably shouldn't open my mouth in that picture. I don't know why I chose that for the joke. What a weird choice I made. 37 years ago, my dad didn't take a Polaroid, you know what I mean? And then like drive to the post office. Right? And then wait 5 to 7 business days to see if my mom wanted to sit on it. No. He showed it to her in an alley like a gentleman, you know what I mean? Not on his phone like a creep. I don't know why I did that. I know what my dad has. Oh, fun. This is not the weirdest job I've ever had, I don't think. 14 years old, I worked at Jiffy Lube, which is a little bizarre because they won't even let me touch the cars. They're like, do not touch the cars. Like, well, what do you want me to do? They had me clean the women's bathroom at 14. Right? A little bit awkward for a 14-year-old boy. Here's a thought, ladies in the room. If you're going to send a 14-year-old boy into the women's bathroom, how about you mention the metal box first? Huh? There's a bunch of dudes in the room right now like, what the fuck's he talking about? I don't even know. What do you, huh? Listen, it's natural and normal. Absolutely. Super awkward for a 14-year-old boy to walk in to clean it, though, and just be like, oh my God, oh, who murdered a baby mouse? And why'd they bury it in a Jiffy Lube bathroom, of all places? That means they killed it in their home, hid it in a jacket, drove it to Jiffy Lube, and hid it in that weird lunch bag without the bottom in the metal box. Less of a joke, more of a public service announcement. The dudes in the room, don't open the goddamn metal box. It is not a magazine holder. Right? I think now's a good time to tell you all that I teach high school. That's my day job. Thank you. Up in Everett, don't worry about it. Your kids are fine. They're safe from my antics. I don't know. Right out of college, 22 years old, they had me teach sex ed to a bunch of 18-year-olds who'd failed it the first time. Because apparently the school's philosophy was those who can't teach. Go ahead, Cory, enjoy. It was really awkward. A few things they didn't tell me when I started teaching sex ed to 18-year-olds, like apparently I wasn't supposed to teach technique. That was frowned upon or whatever, I don't know, until I got. Day one, I was just like number off by 3s. Isn't that what we all want, really? You're groaning to threesomes? They're the best. I don't know what's happening right now. I do not work there anymore. Now I teach world history. I teach world history, which is great. I like teaching world history. It allows me to teach the kids about things they've never thought of before. Maybe you've never thought of this. They didn't call it World War I at the time. That would have been super pessimistic, right? Well, there's gonna be a bunch of these goddamn things, so I guess we'll just call this one and see what happens. What did they call it at the time? Anybody know? The Great War. The Great War, that's right. And H.G. Wells, he called it the war to end all wars, which didn't work out very well, right? Calling it World War I at the time would be like if I would have walked up to you and been like, hey, I'd like to introduce you to wife number 1. Gonna be a bunch of these goddamn things, so I just call her 1 and we'll see what happens. I'm not an idiot, I just introduced her as the great wife to be safe, right? And now the wife to end all wives, because I'm not doing that shit again. Done. Teaching history also allows me to teach about race issues, which I think is very, very important in our country right now. I also recognize not really the right guy to do it, you know what I mean? Super bald, super white dude? I look like I'm one neck tattoo away from a hate crime right now. I don't think you'd feel comfortable in my race relations class. But it's always the wrong people that get on their high horse about race and think they know it all. Have you noticed that? It's always like suburban white soccer mom, Elizabeth Hasselbecky, or like Tommy Lauren bitches. They're like, I just don't see color. Oh, that's because you live in Bellevue. Go to Tacoma, meet some cool people. I don't know what to tell you. Nope, I don't see color. I don't even see it. Well, that's not true. You're supposed to see color. Just don't judge people based on what you see. Colorblind. And the whole world should be colorblind, just like me. No, it should not. Because that's not gonna work. You know what you still see when you're colorblind? Fucking black and white, right? Being colorblind just makes Asians gray, but you can still tell if you look real close, you know. I love my students an appropriate amount, and you ever meet that teacher who's like, I love kids, and you're like, you're a creep. Like, they do and say things they should not say. Do you guys know they still call all the stuff that they don't like or that's bad in their life retarded? That's still a thing they're doing. Like, we're still doing this? They're like, yeah. This homework's retarded. Ooh, I think you got it backwards. Right. If the homework could talk, Brad, what would it call you? You know what I mean? Here's what I decided. Maybe you can jump on board with my new idea. I'm gonna start calling all the shit that I don't like student. Makes way more sense to me. Because Brad recently, here's what he did. He recently Googled King County and left out the O in county. Give you a minute if you're not a great speller on that shit. Are you kidding me? I don't know what that is, but I know it's blocked by the school computers, that's for sure. You're not getting there on my watch, Brad. I Googled it when I got home. I needed to know. I wanted to know. Turns out, Elizabeth Hasselbeck. Go figure. She's the top result. Well, Brad. A lot of those weird names, right? Like, do you guys think it's weird that pretty soon we're gonna have grandmas named Brittany? And I'm just gonna have to be okay with that shit? My grandma Brittany said, oh, I don't care. I've never cared what Brittany said ever. Maybe once when she's like, I'm a slave for you, but I don't think she was talking to me, you know what I mean? Well, my grandpa Skyler, he thinks, okay, I'm fucking out. That's worse. Grandma Brittany and Grandpa Skyler? No. Grandma Eleanor, Evelyn, Edna, those are grandmas. They know how to be grandmas. Like, I'd stay at my Grandma Eleanor's house and we'd bake cookies. That's what we would do. Grandma Brittany's gonna be like, edibles for the whole neighborhood. No. No. My Grandma Eleanor knew how to spoil me. I would wake up and she'd have a tangerine, a nice shiny 50-cent piece so I could buy baseball cards, and words of wisdom on a card, like, pursue your passions, Cory. That's sweet, right? Grandma Brittany's gonna be like scrambling around the house like a fucking tangerine vape flavoring. Like an old 50-cent CD. Like, get rich or die trying. I don't know. White folks, 50 Cent is a rapper. With an album name, Get Rich or Die Trying. Rap music is, no, I'm just kidding. It's ridiculous. You're not that white. I don't know. Parents are giving out some weird-ass names too, right? Some really weird names, which is fine to me. I think give your kid a weird name. Just don't get mad at me if I can't pronounce or spell your weird-ass name, right? You know what I mean? Like, how was I supposed to know it's Shathid and not shithead, right? Like, how am I not gonna say shithead on the first day of school when I see that? Are you trying to get me fired on day one? Are you kidding me right now? Fine, is shithead here? 3 boys raise their hand. I'm like, no, not your mom's nickname for you. Like an actual... Girl got mad at me recently because I misspelled her name on the board for everybody to see, which is embarrassing, I understand that. But her name was Rose. It's like, oh, I don't think you can misspell that word. She goes, yeah, it's R-O-Z-E. Well, I'm pretty sure your parents were wrong, right? Looks like when they had you, they made 2 mistakes. Oh, you guys don't do standing ovations for jokes? You just stay seated? Another kid, his name was spelled G-A-G-N-O-N, like Gaganon. Like, you all right, man? What are you gagging on? Everything good? It's sort of a weird name, whatever. That's what I called him all year long. Until the end of the year, I heard his girlfriend. She goes, hey, Ganyan, come here. It was French. I was like, dude, I've been calling you Gaganon for 9 months. And you didn't say a word. He goes, oh, I just kind of thought you were being a dick. Well, that's what I thought you were gagging on. Boom. Did I win teaching? What happens now? Oh, I get fired? Oh, okay. Good to know. I get it. Nobody cares about spelling anymore, right? Nobody cares about spelling because we got spell check and autocorrect. And that takes care of almost everything. Not everything. Like if you're like me and you get that red squiggly line under a word, and then it gives you 10 options to choose from, you're like, oh shit, it's harder now. Right? I didn't know the first time. I'm not gonna know when you give me 10 multiple choice options to choose from. Throw something in, Bill Gates. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like, I just got essays back from my students about their future plans, what they want to do after high school, and a bunch of them were like, I'm defiantly going to collage. You're gonna angrily do arts and crafts for your Joanne Fabric's future? That's the big paper-mache plan, Brad. I can tell there are people in the room right now that are like, I don't fucking get it. What's happening right now? What's he talking about? No, you're not definitely going to college, right? Like, maybe community collage, but not, or like Wazoo or something, but not a real school. Don't get mad at me. I just Googled shittiest college in Washington. Not my fault. That you didn't Google before you went to collage. I can't talk shit. I went to a conservative Christian college. That's not college. Anybody else do that shit? Oh, God. I had to sign a thing that said I wouldn't drink or do drugs or have sex in college. That's not college. It's the opposite of college, right? It was a very weird experience. No dancing. Leave room for the Holy Spirit. Why does the Holy Spirit want to be near our junk? You know what I mean? That's bizarre. Somebody might get pregnant. What? It was a good excuse if you did get a girl pregnant, though. You're like, we were just doing the two-step. I don't know what happened. You said. I had a roommate, a guy roommate, who for 4 years who was very, very feminine at a conservative Christian college. So for 4 years, we couldn't tell if he was gay or just like really Christian. Have you met 19-year-old Christian boys? Gayest dudes ever, for sure. A lot of capri pants and acoustic guitars and Gilmore Girls box sets in the room. It's very, yeah, some are just for me. That's for me. Funny. Anybody have to learn CPR for their job? That's a thing that I have to do every year, yeah? I do have to learn CPR for my job, and I understand that, but every year it's a 4-hour class in the summer, and I only get 3 months off in the summer, you guys. 4-hour class, and I did complain just a little bit. I was like, hey, are there really big medical advancements in CPR every year? That isn't kind of the same thing all the time? And it turns out there are changes all the time. The most recent that I know of is no more mouth stuff. Did you guys know that? No more mouth stuff, which is like, what's in it for me now? You know what I mean? Like, why am I even doing this? Only chest compressions, because you gotta get blood to the brain. Within 3 minutes, the person will die. Then I complained about that. I was like, oh, I'm gonna mess that up, for sure. And the guy goes, no, you won't, because you do the chest compressions to the beat of the song. That's right, Staying Alive. I was like, really? He goes, yeah, you just go, staying alive, staying alive. That's a pretty good idea. What he didn't tell us, and I think this is super important, is to not sing that shit out loud while you're doing it. You look like a real dick at minute 4. You're still bobbing your head singing Staying Alive to a dead dude, you know what I mean? And then I told him that, he goes, it also works to Another One Bites the Dust. Fuck you, don't put that in my head. I'm an idiot. Which one was it? Another One Bites the... Sounds bad. I lied to you guys a little bit, just a white lie, a little white lie. I quit teaching full-time to do stand-up comedy full-time. Yeah. That's fun. Most of the teachers I know are like, yeah, about time for you to stop. And And it's a white lie because I still substitute teach every day that I am in town. And that is way better than teaching full time. So much better. Because I'm not trying to make a difference anymore. I'm just trying to get through the day and catch up on Shameless on Netflix. Like, that's a good day. Like, make sure no kids eat peanuts. That's a good day as a sub. They still have questions for me all the time. They're always like, can you? And I gotta be like, fucking, all right. What do you want? Can you help me with this math problem? Nope. I don't know how to do that shit. It's not history. I don't know how to do it. I'll only sub for high school. I do not want to be around middle schoolers with their fidget spinners and weird-ass facial hair. Gross. Get out of here. You're disgusting. I won't do elementary school kids. That sounded terrible. Oh my god. I will not sub for elementary school kids because they are there all day. And I do not like it. Not into it. 6 hours of 32 7-year-olds? No, thank you. I knew they'd be there all day, but I didn't prepare for it. I didn't understand it, like really, that I would never get a break. I did 5 straight days at elementary school at the beginning of this school year. And on the first day, I didn't prepare very well. I didn't pee before school started. I didn't even think about it. I was like, I'm not gonna get a break at all. So like 4 hours in, I'm like looking for Gatorade bottles around the classroom. And I feel like that's not gonna work out very well, right? Like, he took his pee-pee out under the desk. All right, you shut up. Also, that Gatorade bottle method does not work. I don't know if you guys know that. I tried it on the road while I was doing comedy last summer, and that's when I learned that I pee 17 ounces. You never measure it until you have to measure it, apparently. You know what I mean? Glad I had leather seats. It was very easy. They're nosy, too, those elementary school kids. Ugh. They'll ask anything, say anything. They don't care at all. 5 straight days. On the 5th day, a kid came up to me and he goes, I Googled you last night. And I was like, fuck no. All right. What did you find? He goes, you're a comedian. And I go, oh, that's true. And he goes, how's that going for you? Well, I'm here every goddamn day this week, so not super great. If I was good, I'd be in New York or LA or on the road, but I'm subbing in your class in Everett, so not super great. That same kid stared at me for 10 more minutes. Looking at me, like shaking his head. And I was like, now what? And he goes, well, we were just wondering, what gender do you identify with? I was like, me? Male. Do you ask everybody that? And he goes, nope, just you. And then he walked away out of my life. Forever and ever. I was like, no. I have follow-up questions, right? Like, which way did you think I was transitioning is my first. Seems like an important question, right? Were you just staring at me all week long like, that's definitely a fucking chick trying to be a dude. I swear to God. I'm asking him. Like, I think it's great that a 7-year-old kid understands that people are in transition, but I'm a little bummed out that it was looking at me that made him realize it. You know what I mean? That seems like a little bit of a bummer. That's not the worst. There's some bad things about teaching. Weird things that you're not prepared for. The other day, I got a phone call at 7 a.m. on a Sunday. That's never good. Not a lot of booty calls at 7 a.m. on a Sunday, right? Or ever for me. The guy goes, hey, I'm just calling about this brand new truck you have on Craigslist. My truck wasn't on Craigslist. Wrong number, dude. 2 minutes later, a different guy goes, hey, I just want to buy this brand new truck you have on Craigslist. One of my students put my truck on Craigslist. Oh, you're enjoying that? For $500. I got 128 phone calls before noon to buy my truck on Craigslist. All the correct information, 3 pictures of my truck outside my home. That's creepy. When did that happen? And what other pictures did you take while you were here? Did you also put it up on Casual Encounters? Because 0 phone calls about that shit. Thanks. The weirdest part was he'd photoshopped a rainbow sticker on the back that said, honk if you're gay. Because he thought that would emasculate me or hurt my feelings. You've seen me all night. You see the way I dress. I don't give a shit about that, right? Like, if I go through a day and nobody calls me gay, that's when I'm sad, right? Like, I look cute today. Nobody's gonna call me a queer? Well, fuck you guys. I don't care about that at all. But then they photoshopped another one that said, I heart Nickelback, and I was like, fuck that one. No. I'll suck a dick before I go to a Nickelback concert for sure. I'm not going to Nickelback featuring Hoobastank, you know what I mean? I know everybody makes fun of Nickelback. A lot of comedians do. And it's become kind of hack, but those comedians don't have a brother who loves Pearl Jam, hates Nickelback, and receives text messages from me every week with lyrics to Nickelback songs asking, hey, which Pearl Jam song is this? Just like, look at this photograph. Every time I do it makes me laugh. I'm like, is that from the album 10? He's like, fuck you, I will kill you. I like your pants around your feet. No. Like, is this Pearl Jam's daughter? He's like, fuck you, I am blocking you from my life. So it's an homage to my brother. That's what it really is. It's not the worst part about teaching. Worst part about teaching, seeing students in public. Ugh. Yeah, I don't want to see them, they don't want to see me. Nobody wants to see a teacher in public. It's so awkward. Saw a current student the other day at a 21 and over establishment. Current 17-year-old girl I had just had in class at a 21 and over establishment. And she had the nerve to walk right up to me and be like, what the fuck are you doing here? Well, I'm 37 and have a drinking problem, so I think the better question is, how much for a lap dance? Like, I brought my group on, right? Like, how do we negotiate this, Rose? Like, what do we do from here? I got laughs and nope.
Well, they're good.
Yeah.
So bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay, stay off the recording. Shut up. Anybody been pulled over recently? That's a thing that's kind of pulled over recently. Anybody? Okay. I was pulled over recently. I totally deserved it. Driving by myself in the carpool lane. Ooh, super douchey, I know. But I was late to a gig, so I took a shot. I got pulled over. I don't know about you guys, but my first instinct is to lie or make something up. Or like joke around to see if I can get out of it. But I could not come up with a lie for driving by myself in the carpool lane. So I just panicked and I was like, damn it, I left my baby at Burger King again. And I don't know why I said again, right? Like, it gives me more credibility that I do it every day or something. Like, don't worry, officer, I know the drill. So I'm getting a police escort back to Burger King, and the whole way I'm just praying there's some abandoned baby there that I could borrow. And it was Granite Falls, so I'm figuring there's gonna be at least one, you know what I mean? Texted all my friends, like, drop your kid off at Burger King, really quick. My uncle texted back immediately, yeah, I'll do it. I was like, no, don't do it, don't do it. Because all he has is a 17-year-old daughter, and this is not gonna work out, right? Me and the cop get out of the car, and she's just like, hey, daddy. This is gonna be way worse than a minor traffic infraction. Oh my God. Take me home, daddy. Shut your fucking mouth is what you need to do. Right now. We have a teacher talent show at my school every year, and it sucks shit, right? It's really bad. It is terrible. So bad. Anybody teach in a public school? You do? Yeah, we teach in a public, you know. We teach in a public school. We're not even good at teaching, right? We don't have other talents that we reveal at the end of the year. Like, we could have been making money doing this shit, but we love kids, creeps. It's just a bunch of middle-aged women trying to twerk to Nicki Minaj songs, and it is super, super awkward. The kids love it. The kids love it. They just Snapchat it and send it out to all their friends. They're laughing, crying. They love it so much. Every year they're like, hey, will you do comedy? I'm like, no, I'm not getting fired for this bullshit. I will not do comedy. But I can dance. I'm a pretty good dancer. Like I'm really good. Like really good for like a suburban white dude. Like that's my level of talent. I'm not actually good at dancing. So every year I impersonate a celebrity. Last year I impersonated Justin Timberlake. And 8 years ago I impersonated Michael Jackson. It was super fun. I had the hat and the glove and the jacket. And it was really great. The kids loved it. It was super fun. I just danced all the dances throughout the ages. And then I put it on YouTube for the kids that couldn't attend. And the internet fucking hated it. They were very, very angry with me. Now, in their defense, he died 2 days after I put it on YouTube. I know, now, right? You can imagine, they're like crying on their keyboards, you know what I mean? Looking for their hero, and they got this guy. Wearing socks so I could kinda do the moonwalk. They were not happy about it. 8,000 dislikes in 2 days on a video that had 9,000 views. That's not a good ratio. And people that thumbs down a YouTube video also do a lot of typing in that comment section on a YouTube video, and they're real nasty, really nasty. And it was, it was just nasty comment after nasty comment after nasty comment. It was hurting my feelings. Then there was one in Spanish. I Google translated it, and it said, you move your leg weird like a turtle. And I was like, I'll take it, you know what I mean? My feelings are getting hurt by the rest of this shit. I'll take turtle, you know? That sounds kind of sweet. I'll just pretend like it is, you know? I should have kept it up for comedic purposes, but I did not. I took it down. I had to take it down, because the last one said, you probably creep on your students. I know, right? Wow. Hate to break it to you, fella, but that would make me the best Michael Jackson impersonator ever. Oh my God. I can dance and you don't want me around your kids? Oh my God. And I'm getting whiter with age? I'm the best Michael Jackson impersonator there's ever been. Hey, you guys were super fun tonight. Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it.
One more time, please, let my man here, Cory Michaelis.